What's one word that comes to mind when you think of Stacy and why?
Vibrant.
Loving.
Passion.
Joy is the first word, for sure.
I knew Stacy when I first started working here. Didn't know her really well, but right off the bat you got to know that she was an awesome person. Genuinely cared for others and was just an amazing teacher. Went over above and beyond for all of her students every single day.
I started at Frankfort High School in 2007, and the first person I met was Stacy Baugh. I came in before school began because I needed to get my room ready, and Stacy was already here and she was already getting her room ready for the next year. So I remember that encounter with her because she was so sweet and she was so nice. And during my first year, that gave me the introduction I needed in order to start putting my students in her room. And that was such a special gift for them because she was so patient.
I had the pleasure of meeting Stacy Baugh August 2000, my very first month at Frankfort High School. And what a lady and what an impact that she's had on my professional career as well as my personal life. Some of my fond memories of Stacy has to do with Stacy finding articles in magazines or newspapers or online articles, printing them off, leaving them in my teacher mailbox with a little post-it note. Hey Amanda, I thought your marketing students would enjoy this article. Love Stacy.
I think as a kid, I wanted to be Stacy when I grew up. She was a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher. She had fun with her kids. She enjoyed life. It was always, she embraced it wholeheartedly. There was never anything that was just common about anything. Even the 4th of July, you didn't wait until the evening for fireworks. You got out there and had a parade. So it was always just fun. She was an inspiring lady. And to work with her as a teacher, it always made you want to do more and to be better.
One of my favorite stories about Stacy Baugh was the time that we were sitting in the teacher's lounge together with some other colleagues during lunch. We were talking about the state of the faculty and how some people were a little burned out, some of us were new. Stacy and I decided that we would pinky swear right there in the lounge to let each other know the day that we thought the other one was becoming burned out, because we did not want to be those people that hung around too long in teaching and just brought everybody down. So obviously Stacy can't tell me directly if she thinks I'm getting burned out, but I do have faith that from the beyond she would let me know somehow if I reach that point. So I'm still listening, Stacy. Let me know if you see anything, but so far, so good.
One of my last memories of Stacy was the last time I got to speak with her one-on-one. And it's when I shared with her that I was expecting my third child, Brantley. And she was the most joyful of anyone I shared that news with. And I just remember her hugging me and giving me advice about having a third baby and telling me and reminding me of what a blessing that was going to be to my family. Stacy passed away in January, and then Brantley was born less than a month later in February. So I've really tried to hold on to those words that she said to me. That just encouraged me and made me feel really good about what was coming for my family.
When I think of Stacy Baugh, one word that comes to mind is infectious, which is perfect for a biology person, but she just had this huge, larger-than-life infectious personality. She just connected with students, and she had such a passion as an educator, and her laugh you could hear all the way down the hallway, and it would just put a smile on your face, and she was just this amazing, inspiring, outstanding person.
Over 12 years ago, when I came to Frankfort, Stacy Baugh was one of the first staff members to come to me and embrace me and welcome me as a hot dog. And Stacy and I had a connection with biology and sciences, and I just really admired her and loved the fact that she always had a positive attitude and was always willing and able to learn. She, no matter what, always persevered and put a smile on that face of hers and did the best that she could at that day. And I very much admired her.
Hi, my name is Patty Butler, and Stacy Baugh and I taught at the old junior high and the middle school She was generous to a fault. She would help you in any way she could. She went out of her way for her students at both the middle school and the high school level. She'd give of her time, her personality. I mean, whatever she could do to help another person, she would.
Every story I hear about her is just incredible, breathtaking, passionate, wonderful, beautiful. I only hope to be a sliver of an amazing teacher or educator and person as she was.
Stacy had so much personality, and she was so alive and just made you feel warm and colorful, and she had such an artistic spirit. She taught science, but I always felt the art aspect of who she was bleed into how she taught and how she related to people, and how her room was decorated and how she dressed and the accessories, the earrings she chose. She always had the most beautiful jewelry, and she was just vibrant. She was alive and colorful, and just loved her.
When I think of Stacy Baugh, it has to be integrity and class. She was one lady that just absolutely, you knew she was doing the right things for the right reasons and at the right time. And she just had an air of class about her that you look at her and talk to her and you know that she just has integrity, and she's just a person that everybody wants to look up to.
Anything else you want to add?
We miss Stacy Baugh, something fierce.